Let's do it. Hey, for the last 2 days, we've been highlighting artists that'll take part in Club Quarantine's 5th anniversary event over at the Apollo this weekend.
Yeah, we are now joined by the man who is responsible for it all, the man, the myth, the legend, and of course, one of New York's very own, D Nice. Great to have you here.
Well, one from the Bronx.
There you go.
VX.
Really such an honor to have you here this morning. You are the man. You found Club Quarantine 5 years ago. And you've got quite a few fans. We had Lisa here earlier this week. Auntie Melba. Melba Moore, talking about making their performances this weekend. First of all, what is your response to seeing how many people turn to you during the pandemic to find hope and joy?
Yeah, you know, it just felt, one, I was just as sad as everyone else. I was quarantined alone. And when I started playing music, it wasn't even about like creating this party. It was just me like wanting to share some songs that I had produced, tell the story behind it, and next thing you know, like the people in the comments were pretending to be at this club, and I was like, whoa, you know, this is interesting, and it just became fun, and I just kept doing it, and more people gravitated towards it, and you know, here we are 5 years later, and you know, music saved the world.
Yeah, seriously, but it wasn't just national; it was international. What you were doing, right? And you're doing this live stream, and you're seeing the numbers go up, right? So for you, as you're seeing the numbers hit millions, and then you start to see the chat, and you see like a Lisa pop up in the chat. What are you thinking? Are you like, is that really her?
So one thing that was funny, last night I had dinner here when I arrived, and I had dinner with someone who worked for the platform that I was using. And when we saw that 100,000, he said to me, he was like, actually it was more than that. It was around 6 million people listening from all over the world. To know that something that started out with like 200 people, and 5 days later you have 6 million people listening to you is insane. It was funny because when I was playing Lisa's music, people were tagging her. I didn't even know her IG, and people were tagging her, and then she popped in, and it's like, for me, that level of like love or from someone that I grew up listening to, even though we're pretty much around the same age, but she was just out doing it at such a young age. It's just, you know, it's just amazing. So I can't wait to rock with her tomorrow night.
Yeah, I mean, you really unified the world in so many instances, right? But like you said, she's performing this weekend, Melba.
Auntie Melba.
What made you go from this to taking it on stage?
Well, one, it was, we were, during that dark time, we all kept imagining like, wow, look at all of these numbers, and then Donnie Wahlberg was in there every day. And we just kept like pretending like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to do this live one day. Had no idea we were gonna do it live. And I was just putting it out there, and I kept saying, oh, look at this number. We're gonna do the Hollywood Bowl. We were having fun with it. And then when the world reopened, the first person that called me was the legendary Nile Rodgers. And he said, are you serious about wanting to do the Hollywood Bowl? Like, my friends run that place. And we did it, and we sold it out in like 4 days. And after that, I realized that people wanted to party together. You know, we've all seen each other during that time and like in these virtual spaces, and we've never seen each other's faces. We only know screen names or, you know, IG handles. But we all kind of wanted to get together and have a real place, like an in-person place where we can party and hug. And that's really why I'm doing it, you know, here. And one, I'm from New York, but just bringing it kind of home and to be able to celebrate on that iconic stage, man, it's just, I'm ready to cry with everyone.
Oh my gosh. And I have to imagine, though, that a lot of people wanted to be part of this, right? So how many people said to you, hey, can I be on the stage? And do you have to turn some of them away?
I have some of them that are still coming tomorrow, even though they're not billed, because they just wanted to take part in the celebration. And, you know, and the way I selected the artists, it wasn't just based on the music, because if you really think about it, I mean, you have Donnie Wahlberg, New Kids on the Block, and then you have, you know, we have Nice and Smooth. It's so different. But when you really think about it, it's not. It's all of the people who actually, you know, celebrated with us in the very beginning. You know, to do this 5th anniversary without Melba Moore. I mean, you would never see Melba Moore on the stage with Black Sheep. Like,
I love it,
it's kind of crazy. But
great.
It actually makes sense when you know, like, the people, and it's like we don't have to be segregated in terms of how we listen to music.
Let me tell you, by the way,
about the feeling.
Melba was here yesterday, and she said she's been practicing to get her dance moves up. She literally, on this couch, lifted her leg up straight over her head like this and said, I'm ready.
Did she really do that?
It's on Instagram. She put her leg up like this, and she said, I am ready.
Auntie Melba. You know, interesting about that, I grew up I would always go over to like one of my aunt's house apartments, and she had this pile of records. I'm a little older than you guys. When people had records on the side of the leaning against the wall, and that one album was like Melba Moore and like Donna Summers, and to here we are decades later, and to actually know her and to share a stage with her, it's like just watching my childhood come to life.
Oh wow! So any surprises in store?
I do have a couple of surprises coming out tomorrow.
All right, give us one.
I can't. It wouldn't be a surprise.
But is it like people that are performing together that we might not expect?
People that
like
are
Melba
performing.
Moore and Black Sheep?
Oh my gosh, that
Wouldn't that be something?
Look, are you a DJ?
I am.
Come on, that's a good blend right there.
Yo, DJ Hazel.
Right.
No, but I do have a couple of special guests coming out, and like to your question that you asked earlier, it's people want to just be there.
Yeah.
They want to be on that stage. We actually had 2 shows. And people were like upset because I had so many more people on the second show, and then the Apollo, they all reached out and were like, "Hey, let's combine the shows and make it one, and just allow everyone to have that experience." And I'm really excited about it.
Then there's an after party, right?
There's an after party at the Victoria, which is next to the Apollo, which is going to be great. I've never stepped foot inside of the Victoria, but I grew up on 118th Street and 7th Avenue, so I remember when it was like vacant.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
to like be someone to help bring some life in there, it's going to be amazing.
It's sold out though, right?
Yes.
Wow.
I guess for you too, in the moment, looking back, you grew up on 118th. Now you're doing this on 125th.
Yes.
And you're not new to that scene, but to have it kind of come homecoming back to where you first began.
I mean, I literally began there. I was born in Harlem Hospital.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So it's like, even though I live on the West Coast now, this is really like
to bring it home,
bringing it home. And I'm excited about it. My love of music started here. It literally started on the Apollo stage. Yeah. A lot of people don't know when Big Daddy Kane, when his first record was out, I was like his hype man for one random night when he was performing as a special guest at the Apollo amateur night. So it's like, to be on that stage again, it's just magical.
Yeah.
So, folks, obviously, if they didn't get tickets to see you on Saturday, there's an event going on Sunday or something going on Sunday?
So what I decided to do was to even though it's a concert, it's not a concert to me. It's really about giving people a chance to get together. So tonight at the Victoria, we have call it a meet and greet, but that's not really what it is for me. It's a chance for people to just come together who had never met each other in person.
Okay.
In a space for me, we can all take pictures together.
Nice.
Then tomorrow we have the show at the Apollo. Then we're doing the after party at the Victoria. And then Sunday we're doing a brunch. I'll be there the entire time.
Ooh, at Melba's.
Yes, at Melba's. I'm excited about that. I'll be there for 4 hours. I'm not DJing, but I'm not going to eat the entire time. A lot of hours, but no, I just want to hear stories. Everyone has a story about that dark time and how music and community saved them.
Yeah.
So I kind of want it's the 5th anniversary. I want to be there and I want to talk to them.
So
and
special.
Then Sunday night we're bringing it to the comedy show at Gotham Comedy.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So I'm excited about that. This is a real New York experience.
I love it from start to finish.
Yes.
Well, next time you're here on a Friday, we got a spot for you. Right
I'm trying to, I really want to take his job now.
Okay.
You want
to go help him out? Yeah.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything. All right.
Wonderful.
Come on back. All right.
Absolutely.